Like 5,000 likes to this video, we will upload more patriotic news. Thank you. Smackdown. Judge Jeanine goes nuclear and took down the entire Democratic Party, you'll cheer. Judge Jeanine Pirro is on fire. She doesn't mince words with regards to the liberals. What's more, she additionally doesn't hesitate to demonstrate her reliability and profound respect for our president. This time, she was discussing Trump's replacement of Reince Priebus with General John Kelly, as the as-good-as-ever chief of staff. Will someone please tell me why it is ever since Donald Trump became president you Democrats have lost your minds and are in a constant state of psychotic rage? Militarizing the White House? Are you crazy? You guys are the ones who openly contemplated blowing up the White House. You leftists are those who are destroying property and trying to burn down buildings to prevent us from exercising our First Amendment free speech rights. Pirro said. As we face nuclear power in North Korea, Iran and others who want to destroy this great nation, there is no better person, no better leader, no one more knowledgeable to help the president run the West Wing of the White House than General John Kelly. Judge Jeanine said. She's certain that General Kelly will convey what's important to the White House to plug the leaks. Also, think about who doesn't care for it, the Democrats. Indeed, I wager they don't. They don't need the releases stopped. They don't need Trump to succeed. Also, didn't she call it like it is about the libs? She got them out. She stated that they are in a state of psychotic rage since Trump was elected president. And that's the truth, right? What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for reading. T. Brihat. Ben Carson goes nuclear. He just drops major announcement about President Trump and the rhinos are horrified. Secretary of Housing and Urban Development Dr. Ben Carson, who has been a foundation figure in the midst of the uproar encompassing the White House, as of late gave an interview with the Washington Examiner. The retired neurosurgeon depicted his part in the organization and his association with the president. Carson gave his considerations on the president's tweets, saying he was sympathetic and supportive of him. I think, the White House has done well given the level of frustration. I mean, can you imagine you were elected president and the only thing anyone wants to talk about is Russia? Can you imagine how frustrating that is? People say he's wild with his tweets and things. I think he's pretty restrained under the circumstances. This distinct difference, a glaring difference to other Republican leaders who have been disparaging of President Trump's most loved methods for speaking with the American individuals. This incorporates any likes of Lindsey Graham. Whenever inquired as to whether he thought President Trump's tweets were excessively reactionary, Carson basically stated, I do not know if you can say he's reacting too much. I would just say he is, perhaps, more reactionary than I might be. Carson went ahead to depict his association with President Trump, who he addresses each week. We're philosophically very well aligned. He knows a lot about housing. It's amazing how much he knows about it. But he's also a very kind-hearted person. You may not see that sometimes because he's reacting to things that other people are doing and saying. He sometimes reacts rather vigorously. Truly, it's extraordinary to hear somebody in D.C. has the president's back, particularly after a few Republicans have turned out to be so reproachful of him. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for reading. Liberty Writers. It's happening. Look what Gowdy just did, he passed the vote, Hillary, Comey, Obama, and Lynch in panic mode. In a letter addressed to Attorney General Jeff Sessions and Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, the Republicans said they were writing to request assistance in restoring public confidence in our nation's justice system and its investigators, specifically the Department of Justice, DOJ, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. On Thursday, House Judiciary Committee Republicans called another special counsel, to investigate Hillary Clinton, James Comey, Loretta Lynch, Susan Rice, and Barack Obama. Presently it's occurring people. Gowdy voted to appoint a special counsel to investigate the numerous scandals and wrongdoings from the past organization. Gowdy, alongside 15 different Republicans, voted yes to require AG Jeff Sessions to appoint a second special counsel to investigate Hillary Clinton, James Comey, Loretta Lynch, Susan Rice, and Barack Obama wrongdoings amid the 2016 race. The video underneath will demonstrate to all of you the delicate parts that the mainstream media won't indicate you. As per CNBC, a year ago, the Justice Department declined to charge Clinton or her partners for Clinton's treatment of classified data while at the State Department. As a candidate, Trump debilitated to select a special counsel to investigate Clinton's activities. Comey had made an open declaration about the FBI's suggestion that the Justice Department not seek after charges against Clinton. He had said no reasonable prosecutor would bring a body of evidence against the previous Secretary of State for her treatment of government messages. That conclusion was generally panned by Republicans. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for reading. H.T. Swamp Drain. Amazing sanctuary city news surprised President Trump, straight out of Phoenix. The sanctuary cities movement is known not as much as a progression of authority demonstrations of insubordination by state and nearby purviews against honest-to-goodness, set-up federal laws. Maybe in our politically just age, that is too plain of an announcement for a few, yet it is a reality in any case. The motivation behind a sanctuary city is to hinder or deny official participation with government immigration authorities. This is an ideal open door for liberal judges to manage something else, subsequently reassuring the overstepping of the law rather than its enforcement. As this strategy for elucidation is conveyed into different issues of law, the outcome is disarray. The Phoenix Police Department is moving to implement sanctuary cities policies. In particular, officers will be precluded from reaching government movement experts in regards to known illegals without first getting authorization from their bosses. Note this is after the city of Phoenix dropped its haven status. Phoenix Police is working to make changes to their current operational procedures for officers, Brihat Texas reported. The new changes to the policy would force officers to get permission from supervisors before contacting the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement in dealing with suspects, victims or witnesses who may be illegally in the country. As hostile as this choice is at confronting esteem, it will likewise empower wrongdoing in Phoenix. That is if the city's history is any guide. In 1985, before Phoenix took on a series of sanctuary city-type policies, the city had an illegal immigrant population of less than 90,000 and had a total of 89 homicides. The homicides and the number of illegal immigrants in the city began to steadily climb in years after. By 1994 and 1995, homicides had reached 231 and 221 respectively, and the illegal immigrant population climbed to approximately 160,000. The violent trend continued. During a 9-year period between 1999-2007, the city saw more than 200 annual homicides for 7 of the 9 years. By 2007, the number of illegal aliens in Phoenix was listed at over 500,000. This excerpt was composed by a resigned Phoenix cop who additionally had involvement in engaging Mexican wrongdoing cartels. It is an exceptional prosecution of the Haven City development, and negates harboring illegal immigrants is harmless. It is not harmless but instead gets individuals burglarized, assaulted, and murdered. One can recognize that the greater part of those in our nation unlawfully means nobody any damage. Indeed, one should celebrate at that reality, keeping in mind that the urban areas and provinces where they are amassed plunge into absolute disarray. In any case, the reality remains that they are here infringing upon government laws, and that until the point that such time as those laws is changed or repealed, neighborhood police divisions ought to be the last individuals to impede their enforcement. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for reading. H.T. Brihat. Shocking new evidence ruins Obama cronies. President Trump was right all along. Liberals still cry about a non-existent Trump, Russia scandal, while helpfully disregarding the wrongdoings of our nation's past president. The way that Barack Obama violated the Constitution and around 12 different laws while in office is no longer up for question. It's quite recently hard actualities with a pile of evidence to help them. What's more, when Donald Trump started his keep running toward the White House, everybody knew the Democrats, headed by Obama, obviously, would successfully remain in his direction. This incorporates election fraud, which has completely exploded for the current year because of Trump's internal investigation that has officially demonstrated Democrats drove a huge number of illegals to the surveys. In any case, even before that, we heard whispers of Obama and his associates keeping an eye on Trump and his progress individuals. Presently, we have more proof to help this hypothesis. Fox News: an Obama official made hundreds of unmasking requests during the last year of the previous administration, according to a letter from a top Republican who raised new concerns that officials sought the identities of Trump associates in intelligence reports for inappropriate purposes. Unmasking refers to the formal request to identify the Americans in an intelligence document. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes, R. California, has blamed Obama authorities for burrowing around for the names of Trump's transition team, and no less than one authority made hundreds of solicitations in this vein. Nunes said Democrats had zero justification for doing this and three of the nation's greatest big cheeses give off an impression of being included: previous CIA Chief John Brennan, previous National Security Advisor Susan Rice, and previous UN envoy Samantha Power. The last has all the earmarks of being at the focal point of Nunes' accusations. Essentially, these insiders endeavored to keep an eye on Trump's team by looking for information within intelligence reports, and truly, there was no other explanation to jump into those reports, as per Nunes. Moreover, it's attainable that such data could be leaked to the press, yet another enormous issue the White House has had for the current year. What's more, who is in charge of the majority of this? Believe it or not, the Democratic National Party, whose best individuals can't maintain a strategic distance from features of flawed or even criminal conduct. When are these individuals going to begin paying for their violations? All the more critically, when will a greater amount of America realize they've been lied to and controlled for over 10 years? What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for reading. T. Fox News.